Okay, this video is about how to calculate fields in Excel. So it's basically using the Autosum function. I'll also teach you a couple other little cool tricks along the way. So what you'll see here is I've put in my my days across the top here. Um, One of the cool tricks that I'll show you is this in actual fact. So let's say you've typed in Monday, and I'm in the process of typing Monday. If I put my cursor onto the bottom right corner, you'll see how that it changes shape into a little black plus. That's the autofill handle. So if I click on it and then I drag across, you'll see that it's automatically filling in the days. It's assuming that I mean the rest of the days of the week, and then it will repeat the process as long as I keep dragging, which is really cool. Another really cool trick to, just in case you didn't know, to basically adjust the cell size so you don't get any overlap of cells. So with refrigerator and PlayStation, if you go up here, it turns into the adjustment button. What you can do is just double click and it will automatically fill to the largest cell. So anyway, there are a couple of cool tricks that you can use. It's entirely up to you whether you want to or not. It'll also shrink the cells based on the size. Now, getting to the calculation parts, let's just put in totals down the bottom here, and then another one for totals across here. We'll look at formatting a little bit later on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the Autosum first. I'll show you a couple of different ways you can do it, and then you can see how the Autosum works. So the first one that you can do is equals, and because you're adding it up, you're wanting to know the totals for each of the days. Sum, and then you open up a bracket, and this is where you have to pick the cells. This says number 1, number 2, and then so on and so on and so forth. Okay. What you can do is you can simply click and highlight, and it will put a little pretty little box around it. And then when you let go, these are the cells that it's going to add up, B4 to B7. So there's B4. It's just like reading a Melways, if you know what a Melways is. And then this is B7. So it's calculating all those fields there. To finish the equation off, simply close the bracket and hit enter. And because there's nothing in on Monday, it's not going to work. Then again, you can use the click and drag, okay, and it will automatically update. So this is some D4 to D7, because D, and then the same reference for those numbers there. The other way that you can work it out is by using the Autosum feature. So click on the cell you want to do, and you come across to the Autosum. Okay, you can work out some max, mins, there's a whole heap more functions, but we're just going to go Autosum. And then it automatically puts in where you want to go, and you just highlight, and again, hit enter. And then you can do your fill down. So now let's chuck in some random numbers. So Monday, the fridge was open 23 times, TV was turned on 5, PlayStation was only used once, and the toaster for breakfast 5 times. So you can see a couple of things happening here. So you can see it's added up. Sorry, my little boy interrupted. So you can see a couple of cool things happening here. It's adding up the total number for Monday, and it's also adding up the total number of times that the fridge was opened across the week. So this is combining all of the devices and appliances and that sort of thing. And then this one's just adding up the individual appliances across the week. So if we continue with the process, let's say the refrigerator got a workout on that day, the TV got a workout too, the PlayStation, well, that was turned on 19 times, and the toaster was used only once. And I'll just quickly fill in some of these. 5. So we went out that day. Friday I had a party 50 times. People were going to the fridge a lot that night. TV was on 34 times. PlayStation got turned on 23 of those. Toaster was used 15. So, there's all my numbers. So you can see across the week, the total number of times that the fridge was open was 145 times. Total number for the TV was 60. PlayStation 45. Toaster 31. And then you've got your totals for each of the days. So those appliances were opened a total of 34 times, or used a total of 34 times. 84, 7, 34 Friday, massive, 122, and you get your totals there. So what we can do now is we can also format it. And if we go to format as a table, we can cheat. Yeah, that's cool. So we can do that there. I mean, you can also do it the old-fashioned way, and you can pick and choose what you want. So if I thick border there, let's say I want a double on the bottom, and then if you want to select multiple cells that aren't together, what you can do is hold the control button, and that will actually allow you to highlight multiple cells, which is pretty cool. Let's go left border, done. We can put another double border on this one. And we can make these bold. And we can give these a shade of grey to make them sort of stand out as well. Done. Yeah, pretty cool. If you've got any questions, hit me up.